Hello, everyone. I need some more energetic music going. So we're gonna be going over Court QC's gameplay here. Um, okay. I just want to finish posting my TikTok. All right, let's see. The buy we have no armor, a ghost, one molly, and a turret. Oh, okay. All right, let's go back real quick. That was a really good bait and switch. So I feel like what you could have done there instead of like just swing, even though you have Reyna with you, for example, is jiggle peeking. So you were coming up heaven, but instead of jiggling this to like, so you have to cut the pie, right? So whenever you are swinging an angle, you don't want to go wide because it gives this person a chance to, um, it gives this person more of a chance of killing you when you're going wide. Except that, like, unless if you jiggle peek it, clear here, then here, then here, when you get closer this way, yeah, so it kind of just helps you, right? So you clear here first, you jiggle, clear here, jiggle, clear here, jiggle, and then when you get here again, you kind of like you have to be careful. Like, so you're holding here until you get close enough to the point where they could see you. So when you get here, then you check here to make sure that they're not holding off the box slightly, and then you hold here again. And then once you get even more up a little bit, then you look here again to make sure that they're not just tucked in the corner. I can't. So, so yeah. Um, but no, but besides that, that shot, that bait and switch you did and killing the Astra was huge. You also killed their smokes, or was it Astra? Who'd you kill? I think it was Astra. Oh no, you killed Fade. Even better. You guys killed the smokes already, anyways. So bad smoke. I think that's your teammate smoke. That's a really bad smoke put down by your teammate. Another thing is you have to understand that your teammate can't help you necessarily if you wide swing that far, right? Because you were here. Oh, where? Oh, I'm on the riding tool. So you're here. Your Reyna backed up to reload and got like deep into this corner. So you swung wide. The chamber was here, close to being able to retreat. So even it, like you die, the Reyna swings thinking that the chamber was here, but couldn't see where the shots came from, right? So she immediately was trying to pre-fire the same thing that you fired at, like what you pre-fired at, but so she didn't know. I think she ends up trading you anyways, right? I can't remember, but yeah. So it does suck that you did like that you helped the Reyna initially, and then she couldn't help you. But you just have to take it a little bit slower there. Remember, you have 2 minutes and 30 seconds to like play with in the round. A lot of people what they deal with is that they get that urge to want more kills, so they try to speed themselves up instead of just slowing down and taking their time with it. So yeah, if you just take your like back up slightly or even just hold here for like because he might even get aggressive, right? So if you were to hold, Reyna's reloading, you come back and you just hold this angle. So you're here holding while your Reyna reloads. The chamber's here. You kind of just hold here. So if he does come out, then you make that initial contact. You have cover, and then that's when your Reyna comes out and then shoots the chamber, and then you come out as a Reyna's shooting. See what I'm saying? So That way, you're not leaving your teammate alone. She's not leaving you alone. You're covering for the reload. And by you being here, if someone happens to come out of vents, they're going to first see you and start shooting at you. And then the Reyna can trade that for you, right? So it goes both ways to protect both you and the Reyna here. So let's keep going. What kind of mic do you use, Court? So good idea, not wanting to push the smoke on a save round for them. You never really want to push close corners. So for example, here, your guys' best bet would have been to go A. Blue Yeti Pro, my settings are the problem. Yeah, you can also set up some filters like in OBS. So to be honest, look, the bad part about this rank is that okay, also I'm pretty sure some of your teammates have gotten mid here. You didn't need to put down your alarm bot yet. Make sure that you don't put down your oh, you have? Yeah, I mean, who's good at but maybe Cat Liente? Do you know Cat? I think she's in the Discord. She put out a TikTok about like settings for that like that she used to use for her Blue Yeti. Yeah, for sure. Also, if you have an RTX graphics card, that also might help you out because RTX graphics card come with like this noise cancellation. So yeah, let's see your first snow. That way you can look at this. Okay. So yeah, you don't need to put down your alarm bot yet because you have teammates playing mid. So the fact that and they're not gonna flank that fast. Also, okay, so look, this round is kind of already chalked. The Omen's kind of AFK in the back. What could have worked out here is a Yoru TP back site. So Yoru, for Yoru to TP through that smoke, first flash out for y'all, TP through that smoke, and then for the Omen to flash, like as he's gonna TP, the Omen would flash here. He would paranoia through here, right? You could put your boombot, your chicken inside of the Astra smoke. You put your chicken in here to make sure that they're not in the smoke or to see if they shoot it. Reyna would have come up behind this box and lured out. Like, he's already back here, by the way. He's just kind of, like, making sure no one's back here and holding, waiting for you guys to... So, Reyna would lure out, and then Jet would dash in here while the lure is going. Because that would blind the people that are here, and it would make them give their position away by having to shoot it. Therefore, then Jet would be able to walk out of their smoke and kill if they're here. And if they're here, they would have like ran away because they got Omen blinded. So like that round was already chalked because half of your team wasn't even like playing together. In that instance, you kind of just have to like lurk. Like if you see that your teammate's not being very responsive, try to just go on the opposite side of the map, like play really slow, try and get some picks. And then obviously if you're like don't follow everybody up mid, I would say. Especially like right here when you guys went mid and one person died. Watch. So I think your Arena gets a kill. That's good. Now you guys evened it out. It's like actually you guys killed one on the opposite site. I didn't even know who got that kill, but there's a blind there. You guys are still good. Yoru took a little damage, but you guys forced dish. What the hell? So you guys kind of forced the issue here. Like you guys had already gotten your pick. You guys could have rotated into A, but you guys try to push this issue. One player dies here, and then it was kind of over at that point, right? And your your alarm bot should have also told you Fade was coming. I don't know if you realized that, but I can't see your map, so I can't see when your stuff goes off. But I would assume that your alarm bot went off. Yo, Hellsense, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. You were kind of screwed anyway. He mollied you. You were gonna die either way. You were in a bad spot. Here, to be honest, it's just getting kills is ideal. So here, I get that you're probably looking at the map, right? It looks like you're looking at. Also, do you play with your main monitor up high? Because it looks like you're kind of looking up. I'm curious. I like even when you're not looking at the map, because I assume that you're looking at your top left here. So I'd assume. Oh, hold on. Let me turn off my. That's above head level. Is it just because that's how your setup has to be, or? Because yeah, you technically would want something kind of here. Wait, did my cam go off? Oh, there we go. Gotcha. Okay. I mean that makes sense. Hey, you gotta work with what you gotta. You gotta work with what you gotta work with. You know. So you're still looking at your map. It's only you and Omen left. I would honestly just recommend like getting like. So you shouldn't be looking at the map when you're in areas like this because now you're exposed to multiple angles. If somebody like a smart player, right, would have if you're here, a smart player on their team is going to be holding mid. Someone should still be holding mid even though you guys are on a save. Um you just never know. So if one of them would have pushed in, I think a smart spot would have been here because would be able to watch this, right? So they'd know if you'd come across here, they would hear if somebody ran in their spawn and they can watch you cross mid, they can catch you if you come here. So you need to just so from here you need to come here, check here, like this close corner, and then kind of like be aware of this, and then like it obviously it's a lot to do, but you have your chicken too, so you could have put it up here to help you out with this while you check this. So there's a lot of ways that you can go about it, but you need to make sure that you're only looking at the map when you're in cover. So like when you were inside of the sewer, it's fine to be looking at the map for a little bit, not don't constantly just look at it. Just kind of like keep glaring at it, but you want to make sure that when you're going up the up. You want to have crosshair head level and stuff. I think you're gonna. Good job, nice. See, that should have been a free gun. This is good. I like that. You're holding onto your molly though, which I wouldn't have done because now you're gonna have to give away your position eventually to throw it. Oh, okay, okay, pop off. See, so by throwing your molly then, and I think you ran, so he just heard you. But by throwing your molly then instead of already having it on, you got the kill on the chamber, and then you only had to fight the Phoenix. I don't know if he played it slow and you didn't like know that he had dropped, because I'm assuming you didn't because you weren't aiming. You were kind of focused up above still. So if you would have already had your uh okay, yeah. So I mean, even then, right? I think that was kind of like you wanting to go for the kill instead of playing time. A big thing that people don't do in Valorant like low elo is play time. When the spike is planted, they kind of want to go for the kills. So What you should have done is right after you put your alarm bot, not your alarm bot, your chicken down, you put your um yeah. So in that sense, since you don't know where he is and you threw your molly on it, he's gonna know that you're still behind the pillar, right? Because of the direction that it came from. So what would have been a good idea is if you already had your molly on there, you kill the chamber and then you switch positions, whether it be here or here, because you know that this is clear now. You don't see him, you haven't heard him, but you don't know that this whole area is clear anymore. I could draw a straight line. You don't know that this whole area is clear anymore, but you know that this whole area is clear, or at least you know that this area is clear, right? And obviously this area. So if you just back up into here, and then what you do for info, you would just jiggle, or wait. You can or actually, what would even be smarter for you is to play here, right? So if you put yourself here, as soon as a phoenix comes here, he's not gonna. Your turret's gonna activate, start shooting at him, and if he makes the mistake of walking out a lot, you'll be able to shoot him in the back. So technically, the best position would be here because where you put your turret. So then you have a crossfire with your turret. So, and like I said, if you want to be aggressive, look, if it wasn't like a Nico round, there's nothing wrong with that. But you need to remember, just jiggle peek it, right? You did a lot of damage though, which is a good thing. You guys killed everybody but one person. But yeah, just jiggle peek here, and then you would have seen that he was there. Or if you know how to jump strafe, jump peek it. He just went down the rope. Okay. Well, I mean, that's something that you could just work on your spare time. What I got? All you got. As long as you're practicing it. Okay, here's another thing. You shouldn't just want to rotate just because you ran into some initial fight back, right? Obviously, maybe you don't have the most aggressive duelist, but for example, you're playing Killjoy, your job is not to have the spike. Your job is to cover the flank. So what I would be doing let's say most of your team is on A, your job now is to play here. Right? So you put a turret. Well, you just leave it in spot. You leave it. Don't even grab it. Don't even let people. You're not even going with the team, so they can't even drop it for you. So you put your turret on top of this, watching your flank, and then you hold your alarm bot, and you watch this. Once if there's a sage and you're elo, they're probably always walling. Always break it. If you break that wall every time, even if you're by yourself, you're making your presence known. And by there being a turret here, they know that they'll be scared to push through, and they know that you're still gonna be over here. You can always put an alarm bot down too, for security in case they do push. You put an alarm bot here. That way, if they try to they break your turret and they try to push you, you'll know. But then after you break wall, you can even switch sides, and then your turret you should still. It sucks that this thing doesn't tell me how far the turret goes anymore. But I mean, you should still be in range as long as you're behind this, I believe, for the turret. I know that the alarm bot is a little bit smaller, but yeah. So, and then you just want to be covering the lurk. You want to protect the flank. That is your job. Yes, after your teammates, your duelists, initiators take space on the site, then that's when you leave. Yeah, I think the turret, you might just be out of range. I mean, even then, you call it back, and you can always put it down here. Watching like this. But yeah, once your team initiates the push onto site, once it's clear, like once they have control, that's when you would just leave, call back your stuff. If you still have your alarm bot, you put it down in the water. If you have your turret, you put it here, like at an angle. You can even put it here so that I can watch here and here, and then you could play here, hidden in the corner, and to where your job would be to watch this cross. This cross, if they jump down, you're shooting at them going here. This has your back covered. This has your ramp covered. If it starts, like obviously, if it starts shooting, then you know to. Another thing, whenever you're in a corner, and you never want to stay in the corner if you know that there's somebody coming like down from heaven. You kind of want to play a little bit off the corner, because what's going to happen is they're going to be walking down the ramp, and then they're going to pre-place their crosshair like in that corner so that when they swing, they start to shoot. But if you're slightly away from it, right? So what they're doing, okay, did not mean to delete that. Let's say they're coming down. They're going to have to first shoot this, and then they're going to come down with their crosshair through this wall, getting ready to shoot you in the corner. But if you move slightly off, you'll see them before they see you. And then you shoot them in the head. So you like, if you know that someone's pushing down ramp, or if you heard somebody come this way, you want to come slightly off of the wall, like off of the 90-degree angle. Okay, that's another tip. Okay, let's keep going. Nice. Okay, it's another mistake that is commonly made in like low elos. You have a good amount of control right now, or you had at the very beginning when you first got onto site. Whenever you have that much control, you want to always plant the spike here. You always want to plant it there. You want to back up into here. You want to put your turret here. You want to put one molly you want to put one molly here. And then you put your alarm bot here, and you can put another molly here. So once they cross into this path, you pop this first one. And then and then you just hide. I mean, yeah, everybody, you don't even need to line it up. You just leave them there. Because all you need to do is waste time, right? So when this alarm bot goes off, you activate your first molly. Now they can't get to it from here. This area is blocked off by your molly. Ooh. Right? Like, they now cannot get onto the spike. They can't cross. They have to come and play this side. And you just tuck in this corner. And then you're just wasting their time. They're going to have to destroy the turret. If they come close, the turret's going to go off. And you had another teammate. They should be playing in here with you. They should be here watching this. So they shouldn't shoot you first. You should be like, they should go for your teammate first, and then you. Right? And then when there's, remember, they need 4 seconds to defuse or 4 seconds, not 4 seconds to defuse a spike. By like, when the spike is making certain noises, so you can activate your mollies early on to just keep them off of it, right? Because then all you have to do is jiggle peek and distract them. You don't even have to actually fight. By just jiggle peeking and shooting one bullet, they're gonna be scared to actually stick it. I can promise you, you're gonna win so much more rounds from now on if you listen to me when it comes to post plant, and you make them think you're gonna peek them. You could just mess with them. All right, let's keep going. It's okay. So it's good that you backed up. I don't know where your teammate is playing though. Here, So okay, another thing, what you're doing here, I wouldn't do. You should not worry about your back like this in the sense that you're trying to just hold it sitting still. Cubby, okay, yeah, you don't want to do that because in Peeker's advantage, if someone swings that corner, they will be able to shoot you before you're able to shoot them, right? So you don't want to just, especially crouched. So what you want to do is you want to either stand up against this wall, and then just jiggling left and right, or what, like, but make sure that you're actually strafing, not just doing it in place. Um, but because yeah, most of the times you should be losing this fight, especially if you're crouched and your movement's slowed. So put yourself in a more defensive position, like being here. This is backed up in the same like position would be good. Right here, good job. You popped the molly. So right there, you didn't need to put yourself in danger. He wasn't going to be able to get that defuse anyway with time. And you could throw that molly off of the wall. So that was a really bad smoke by the Omen, putting it on top of that box. And yes, it covers the exit, but now that Reyna is going to be forced to again plant in that horrible spot. Good shot. You have good crosshair placement. I'll give you that. Again with the crouching, bad. Sitting there crouched, bad idea. Hmm. Yeah. We need to work on your crosshair placement for when you're playing offensively. Because you have good crosshair placement when you're in a defensive like position. One HP. It'd be a waste for Omen to use his ult this round. I'll see. That's good. Good. Ratioed by stupidity. Why does my camera keep going off? Oh, I know why. Because I keep doing it as like. I know why. Also, what that Omen just did. Peeking one, yes, is stupid. But do you see how close that crosshair is to the wall? He's not tens. You're not tens. I'm not tens. There's no reason. I mean, unless you know that people are going to be jump peeking at your elo like perfectly and you're good enough to actually hit that jump peek, and it's like, there's no reason you should be holding that close to the wall. You at least want your crosshair to be here, where the finger, because what most people at your elo are going to do is they're going to swing wide, like up to like right here, and then you'll get the headshot. So don't ever do this, by the way. Make sure. Yeah, FFS means for fuck's sake. Oh, FS, it's fuck's sake, yeah. So, okay. This whole following your team up to heaven, you shouldn't be following. You should be, again, um, you should be placing your turret for here. Alarm bot here. Or even here. I would put it here, right? And then you should be waiting to try and take control of site. You should be in your corner while they do the clearing out. Because once they clear this out, you can either catch someone trying to move on site, but you don't want to die. Like your job is to literally just play safe and watch the flank. Let's see what happens. You hear someone sewer. Okay. Again, yeah, good. You kind of moved it off, but this is like this is so close. Good, you get the kill. But do you see that like the difference if like look at the difference of having to adjust. Let's slow this down. One thing though. I like the height at which you put your crosshair at because you don't know, right? Oh, are they going to be up here or they're going to be down here? So that's actually a really good height. But do you see what I mean by putting it too close? Look at if you would have put your crosshair a little bit more here, you would have probably one bulleted it instead of had to spray and lose so much HP. But like I said, I like the height at which you placed your crosshair. Sorry, I hit my mic. I like that height because you didn't know if he was going to come on the top lip or the main platform. I like the open plant here. And I like the fact that Doman was actually holding for you. My camera's going to go off again for a second. Okay, we're back. You have a bad controller. That Omen's not smoking what he's supposed to be smoking. Yeah. By the way, I can tell you this right now. If you want to rank up, don't flex. It's cool to play whatever, like, and learn new agents and unrated, swift play, whatever it may be. But if you want to rank up, you need to insta-lock who you want to play. Yeah. Did you put anything down for flank? Because I think that's where you got kills from, right? Nope, for you too. Yeah, so again, your bot should be here. Even if you go here, like that's why again I'm saying, right? You shouldn't be going up here. Unless you're gonna talk in this corner because you want to play heaven because there might be you might have a teammate here, like post plant. That would be understandable. But you want to kind of stick here with your turret here, because your turret can shoot here, your turret can shoot here, your turret can shoot here, and your alarm bot would have let you guys know that. And also, when you're playing, how many times have you caught that fade flanking this game? I think it's been at least 4, right? So in your head, you should already know fade is gonna flank. So whenever you're playing comp, you need to be taking mental notes of how the enemy team play. Who plays on A? Um, um, and so yeah. Like you always need to be making like little mental notes about like what good alarm bot, great alarm bot. Not so good turret. Again, flanked again. Who was it? The fade? Oh no, it was a chamber now. Oh, it wasn't even flanked. They just came around the right hand side of the. Another thing I can tell you is you always want to be really like it goes to what I wrote earlier. Teammate awareness. Whenever you're like playing, you need to make sure that you're keeping an eye out on what your teammates are watching, because if there's ever holes, then you need to know, right? So before you walked off the plant there, you should have tried to see what your teammates were watching and like realize, oh, they're not watching either our flank and they haven't like been on this side of the pillar in a minute, so maybe they're there. They could be there. There's that fade again on flank. Interesting. Questionable ult because of where that you knew the fade was behind you. That ult, you could have done it on site to protect yourself more and to give your teammate time to rotate in. Your whole team just W keyed that neon. And if you're gonna do that all, if you know the fade is chasing, then you would want to put like a molly right at the top of the ropes and activate it as you're running into plant. That way, it like doesn't even let her come up and destroy your ult. You in this situation before you plant, you want to that again. Let's not do that turret anymore. That's a bad turret. It keeps you in a bad spot longer. Your turret. If you want to do that, put your turret here before you go to plant, and then plant, and then you can back up here, and then if they're anywhere here, your turret will let you know, right? And then you had your alarm bot still, so then you can put your alarm bot here, and then what you can do is you can throw a molly off the wall to land somewhere here, right? You throw molly from cover here, and then that'll kind of slow them down from pushing on this side. And then you could jiggle peek here. If you see nothing, you can run across. If you see something, you hold an angle, wait for them to walk into it. And then you can also do the same thing with your molly on the other end. You could throw it off the wall, or you could, if you can, as long as you put it here somewhere that it covers the spike and covers the push, this will force them to have to go wide, and it'll let you stay close to cover and fight one at a time. Because, like, let's say they're pushing you. If you activate this, they're no longer able to hold close to cover. They'd have to go wide. So then that allows you to fight one at a time. Because of your cover here, they'd have to walk into you. You could boom, especially because, like I said, usually in defensive situations, your crosshair placement's really good. So you'd probably kill this. And, like, another good thing is, like, the jiggle, just to see how many people are there. And then the Astra would have probably came in behind the chamber or something. But you're still wasting so much time with having that molly and stuff there. And this molly here. Let's see, what did you buy? Yeah, see, look, you still had your alarm bot and your 2 mollies. So I didn't even get to see because I was writing down my note. What did you buy? I think you buy 1 molly and a ghost. Not bad. Honestly, I would do this. Good turret spot. Okay, so on pistol round, what you can do, as Killjoy, and I feel like would be like kind of useful, is if you're gonna play on A, you wait for the barrier to drop, and then you put your turret here, so I can shoot them when they start coming up. You put a molly here, because they won't. You'll throw it right away, so they won't be able to see it anymore. And you play here, the angle. And when your turret goes, like, if your turret starts to shoot, you can either peek it, like jiggle peek, like see how many there are. If there's enough, like if it's only one person, you can choose to fight them, right? And if you see multiple people pushing towards you, especially because they have a neon that can slide, you just activate your molly, and then you could have another teammate that's with you, like, play with you from here, because you can back up behind the box and then have this omen fight, and then you can help, like, it's all about communicating. But yeah, that would be a good one too. What you can do also, yeah, and low elo people lack comms a lot. But what also you can do is, if you're gonna put your turret, instead of putting it here where they can see it, like, from here, put it down here. All right, you put it down here, and then you play behind the sign. You put your molly here, because then what you do is, if your turret starts shooting at someone, you peek on this side, and you shoot them, but you have to make sure that you take the fight correctly, right? So you want to make sure that you're fighting here. You're not swinging wide. You're not doing this, because then it exposes you to everybody that could be here. So you fight one person at a time. So you're here, holding like this. So, right? and you're fighting one person at a time, not all three. And then if they try to, like, you don't pop your molly right away. You kind of wait to see if you hear them pushing on your left. You pop the molly, hide behind cover, and then you hold for here. Because then they're gonna try and come through the molly, and that's gonna help you. And then again, they still will have to destroy your turret. And then by then, some of your teammates should be either like screens or just helping you in general. But yeah. Because this is going to get destroyed right away. Right? It doesn't end up actually helping you much. You might hit one person for 12 HP, maybe two. That went too far. Nice. Luckily, your teammates rotated really fast for the help. Okay, pop off. Good job. You hit so many buttons. Yeah, look, your turret did nothing. Your turret did no damage. It just got destroyed. So yeah, turret down below that so that you can actually use it as they're walking in, and it'll kind of like help you take the fight. Okay, okay. Ego Ace? Or Eco Ace, I mean? Oh, Jet ruined it. Also, same thing goes for, like, let's say if your teammate dies right away like they did that round. If you are stuck here... Oh. If you're stuck here, right? Use your mollies to help you. Like, if you only have the one, then that's fine. You throw a molly here, and then you play in this side of elbow. You activate this molly, and then kind of you can hold, you can jiggle to see if they're trying to still push through it. But then it'll allow you to like isolate this angle and not have to worry about both at the same time. I mean, a Jet or a Neon I guess could jump this, but I mean they might just try and YOLO it, but if they're bombarding you, they might try and run through this. But it helps you a little bit, right? And you'll cause damage at least. But yeah, you want to try and isolate fights for yourself. So if it was that pistol round again, and you get like you saw all those people, if they would have come onto site, you could throw your molly here instead of trying to throw it over here, and then that way it helps you isolate your fights on site for as long and let you live as long as possible till your team can rotate. Same idea with having two mollies. Obviously, you could put both down and then pop them at different times. Like so, you obviously like if you had two, you could put one here, put one there, and if you hear them coming onto site, you pop this one and then try and fight them here, and then once this one's done, you pop this one and try and make your way either out or around if they're all on site. Okay, good kills. Good job. That was a really good like hold by you. Especially knowing the fact that you had a Spectre. Remember, you don't want to stand holding an angle unless you have an op. The only time that you should be standing like that, like holding an angle, is if you have an op, obviously. But if you're not, you want to be moving, jiggling in and out. You don't want to be a standing still target for someone that's peeking into you. Saturday, Sunday, what? But so far, honestly, you've played this pretty well. Your teammates kind of early rotated. Um, because I don't think anyone is playing like that info. So in that situation, like if you're playing more like, because the way, okay, so really quick, there's different ways that KJ mains can play. You can play towards your towards your team, or you can play towards like solo holding the site itself, meaning that like that chicken that I told you, instead of like, because you could have a chicken here that could watch all of this and also watch um this for you, right? But if your teammates go to rotate, you should always know or think that all of this isn't clear anymore. So you should never be walking in here with your knife out. You should never be not like jiggle peeking or actually here you can jump peek because of this box. Kind of just jump peek and look to see if anybody's here. Right? So keep that in mind. If you're playing like so you solo hold, good turret. If you're playing more for like just information, turret goes up here. Um and then whenever if you ever play on B, I don't like I'm assuming you know this, but your turret goes here on the rafter because it can shoot into like it shoots them if they come up into heaven here. And then it also shoots them if they try to come out of main. Mollies. Put one here. Put one here. Alarm bot here. This just slows them from getting onto site. Or you could even do like that. But the issue with this is it still allows them to plant. So that's why like, or even this. But again, it gives them a little gap to try and get into backside. So, but yeah. But even then, what you could do is, if you want to play like defensive, you'd put you put the alarm bot here, and then you put your, or even a little bit closer, and then you put this here, and then you save your one molly for when they're trying to plant. You can either bounce it off the wall, activate it. It all depends how you want to play. So keep that in mind, because the higher elo that you get, usually like not on this map, but there'll be maps that they'll have like, for example, like Ascent, that if they have a Sova, usually Sovas will break your util before they entry site with a shock dart. Do you watch VCT? I don't know if you like if you're into VCT, if you ever watch on Ascent, Killjoy setup is usually that they put the alarm bot and one molly in mid. There's a lineup that a lot of Sovas will do to basically destroy that. And it's to deny info for the Killjoy, so that they have to forcibly put someone watching mid. You're having a great game though. That alarm bot, I can see why you put it there, but it's already too late where you put it. Because if you only have so much spot, like, right? So if you're hiding here, if there's somebody here, there's more likely more than one person here already, and you're dead. Like, you're not getting out of this alive, even with an alarm bot. Oh, pardon me. Right here. You want to put it here so that it goes off as soon as they hit here, and you know that someone's trying to go around to you. And then usually, if you have this here, it'll kind of deter them and make them slow walk here. So you can come here, jiggle peek, and then like unless they have someone main, that might be your chance to get out because they're gonna want to play with their teammate and try and like just pop on you. So yeah, make sure you put that like where it'll actually help you. So also right there, if you have an idea to like put down util to help you like for the rotate, do it. Don't wait, don't hold it. Just at least throw it down, because if they fast swing you, or if they fast drop and it's more than one of them, it's just better that you already have it down and have your gun out instead of being caught with your molly in your hand, right? Good use of your molly. Good job. I don't know where that jet is. I don't know how close he was, but usually in that situation, you want to wait for your teammates. But yeah, usually in that situation, you want to just wait for your jet. Even if he was at least heaven, right? But you do. Oh, okay. Omen got 2 right off the rip. That was a good peek. Like a good little, like, jiggle. Oh! Here, you should not be aggressively peeking anymore. You need to kind of just hide yourself away. You have your ult. Yoru's full HP. You have ult for retake. You called back your turret. Perfect. Perfect. And you... Oh. Okay. The mistake there was the Yoru. You should have been the initial, like, bait, and the Yoru should have been defusing. Because he could have at least gotten it to... And also... You see where the star is placed? Oh, wait. We went too far. You see where the star is placed? If you would have put yourself on this side, you would have been fine to defuse. But you put yourself on the closest side to the star. I'm an Astra main, so that's why I know this. But a lot of Astras make the mistake of putting it too far. So, for example, the spike was here. The Astra suck was here. And you want to defuse here. But if you defuse on this side and they suck, you can walk out of Astra sucks unless you're concussed. If they concuss and suck at the same time, then you can't. So even if this barely caught you, you would have been able to walk out of it and keep defusing. So keep that in mind. It would be smart for them to rotate. They know you're on site. Yeah, they're just playing safe. They're both in main, probably. Oh, wow. You got the kill, though. To lose, oh, I got habits, sleep too late nights. Good job. Oh, it's because I have this my button for like for dash is my camera button. So I have a 65% keyboard, so I want to assume I don't know the ranks of the other people, but you went 20 and 10, which is a pretty good KD. I want to assume you got like Oh, but it's all people in your rank. I'd say like 19 RR. At most 24. Oh, you got 30. Oh, you did good. Oh, good stuff. Honestly, that was a good game. It's okay. I'll go over more of this stuff later. I kind of want to play a little bit of Valorant myself. But honestly, not bad. You did good. You played really well. I feel like you have the mental to like um you have the mentality to definitely improve fast at this game. So, you just need to obviously it's all about time. Of course, of course. Alexa, dim my left bulb. There you go. I sent you all the notes. There you go. I forgot to change my title and everything before I started streaming too. Whoopsie. 93. Of course, Court. Anytime. Anytime. Time to open up Valorant. Should I buy those shoes? Just don't want to spend the money on them. Hold on, chat. I want to look at these shoes again. Brrrrum. Brrrrum. Where they at? Where they at? Oh, they're in here. Wait, where'd they go? Here they are. Jefe. Jesus. I need to fix my cam. Jefe. ¿Te gustan esos tenis? Que si te... Es que ya me faltan tenis ya mismo.
Oye, ¿tus tenis allá afuera qué?
Todavía los tengo, se me olvida que están allá atrás.
Los vamos a caso,
¿Mm?
blancos.
No, porque con colores no se ven. No me gusta mucho, mira. Así
A
de.
ver, padres.
Sí, pero que mi ropa no. Todo no va con esto, jefe.
Están. Ay, ¿cómo es?
¿Como
Mira,
cuál? No, jefe. Qué feo se vería todo esto. No, no hay. Ok, quieres ver cómo se. Ah, esto no enciende.
padres, pero
No, porque es que mira todos los.
padre.
Pero ¿con
¿No
qué
te
ropa
gusta?
me los pondría, jefe? No,
No.
no. Era más abajo. No. Sí. What size would I be though? One sec, chat. Hmm. Alright, guys, I'm just buying a pair of shoes. Okay. Did my internet drop? What's going on? Bump, 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 bump. Fuck. Alright, chat. Well, I tried. Let's go. Let's go. I got it. Got him. Okay. Make you fall in love. I would already. Ooh. I could write you a song, make you fall in love. I would already have you, but under my arm. Alexa, max brightness on my right bulb. Alexa, bring up the brightness on my right light all the way up. Alexa, max brightness on my right bulb. cool with me. Hey, hey, remember my name, yeah. Cool with me. I would already have you, but under my. It's taking forever to load us into this death match. Oh, it was me.
Dominating.
I have no arms.
Pathetic.
Oh, what a shot.
Enough. 3 souls.
No, I should have stopped moving. Oh, getting shot on the side. No. The timing.
Raise dead.
What the fuck was that? No. No. No way. Bro, ain't no way you're walking up in a deathmatch. No. Okay.
Die.
No way.
There.
No.
Ten kills remaining.
No way. What? Oh. No. Oh my god.
Five kills remaining.
What?
Correct.
Fuck you. Fuck.
One kill remaining.
Fuck. Did you add me yet? Ramori, did you add me yet? Oh my god. I'll do another deathmatch. Something ever trying to let me know.
Match found.
The libero didn't make it? That's fucked. What the fuck am I? Sucker? Ain't no way he waited for me.
Look for my shadows, they will hide you.
Fight.
I will be their nightmare.
No! No way I think that motherfucker. No way. Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Dempster crouches. Alright, fuck these kids, bro. You're choosing an op.
No more.
Hey. Hey.
Go.
Hey. Hello, hello. There you go. How are you? I'm good. Just warming up in a little death match. You invite me? I think I could just leave.
You should be able to, yeah. I'll be right back.
I hear people. Oh. Die, beach. You here?
Should I call you?
Say that again?
Sorry, no. I was talking to somebody real quick. But hi.
Hello.
Okay,
Good. I'm about to leave it.
alrighty.
What you eating?
Brownie brittle.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How will I know? Hold on. Somebody had pinged.
What's up?
Somebody else pinged and well.
Yeah, for unrated, then count.
Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and start it up.
Mm.
I'll play a couple swifts and then I'm gonna go play ranked.
Okay.